first kick, we welcome a man who is very near and dear to the Tacoma Stars family. He was born and raised in Tacoma and saw his first Tacoma Stars match in 1983. And like everyone else, it was love at first sight. He's a member of the Tacoma Baptist High School Athletics Hall of Fame. And these days, he's either behind the drums playing for Tacoma rock and roll band Big Wheel Stunt Show, or he's busy writing articles for the Tacoma Stars as the sports editor of the Tacoma Weekly. Two-time winner of the King 5 Evening Magazine Best of Western Washington Newspaper Writer of the Year Award, and a man who lives and breathes 253 every single day. Fans, give it up for Justin Gibson. All right, Mr. TV Hall of Fame, let's see if you still got it. Get us started, Justin. It's in. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Gibson. Fans, you can catch Justin Gibson's latest articles about the Stars and so much more of his award-winning writing at TacomaWeekly.com. Justin, thanks for coming out tonight and enjoy the game. Go Stars! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce tonight's MASL playoff rosters. First, for the Pacific Division champions, San Diego Sockers. Midfielder number 45, Jamie Lovegrove. Forward number 16, Eddie Velez. Midfielder number 51, Eric Tovar. Midfielder number 7, Ryan Farber. Midfielder number 19, Brandon Escoto. Midfielder number 63, Hiram Ruiz. Defender number 8, Zay Roberto. Defender number 9, Cesar Serra. Defender number 3, Raimundo Contreras. And now the starting lineup. Forward number 37, Craig Childs. Midfielder number 99, Matt Clare. Midfielder number 11, Lawan Oliveira. Defender number 6, Felipe Gonzalez. Defender number 20, John Sosa. And at goal, number 27, Boris Pardo. The San Diego Sockers are coached by Phil Savigio. And assistants, Raytala, Rene Ortiz, and Victor Melendez. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017-18 San Diego Sockers.
2, 3, start!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's bring out your Tacoma stars. Starting with forward, number 21, Bond, Taylor Bond. Forward, number 22, Nick Pereira. Midfielder, number 10, Ramon Palmer. Midfielder, number 11, Jamel Juice Cox. Midfielder, number 8, Philip Lund. Defender, number 23, Alan Matingu. Defender, number 3, Corey Keats. Defender, number 20, Evan McNeely. Defender number 2, Chase Hansen. Forward, number 14, Vince McCluskey. Midfielder number 7, Rafael Cox. Midfielder number 17, Joey, the Silent Assassin Johnson. Defender number 51, Robert Palmer. Defender number 4, Troy Peterson. And your goalkeeper, number 24, Danny Waltman. Your stars are coached by Darren Sawatsky. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tacoma Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Kindly remove your hats and join us in honoring America and those who protected with the singing of our national anthem. Performed tonight by the talented Sotera Gibson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, so
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MASL playoffs. We are just about set to go in tonight's game between the San Diego Sockers and the Tacoma Stars. And that video got me fired up. John, did it get you fired up?
It got me so fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to beat the Soviets. I'm ready to beat Carter High School in Indianapolis. I'm ready to beat everybody. But tonight, the Stars need to focus on beating San Diego, which is something they haven't been able to do all season long.
Are you comparing the San Diego Sockers to the Soviet hockey team?
I very well may be doing that.
All right, well, they come in with a record of 19-3 this season. Of course, led by Craig Childs. In goal tonight, Boris Pardo, who they have the most incredible goalkeeping tandem there is with Boris Pardo and Chris Toth. Tonight we get to see Boris Pardo, who we've seen here before. They've had a hard time beating him, and we are underway. Right away, a takeaway by Robert Palmer. Off of the boards, and there's a whistle. I think it's going to be a foul against San Diego off that pass from Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer got put into the boards, and so they're gonna go ahead and give a free kick coming up here for Tacoma. Good start to this game, getting the steal right away, taking it right to the goalkeeper.
Tacoma Stars shot by Peterson, and then a foul in the corner. So Palmer gets a foul and then gives one up. And that's the first possession for the Stars. Tacoma, I was going to say, has only scored 3 goals in, well, they averaged 3 goals for the 4 games that they lost to San Diego. One of them a 4-3 loss up here early in the season. That was a hard-fought game. Just about went the Stars' way. But, yeah, they haven't broken the 3-goal threshold yet this season, which is pretty interesting. How has it gone 4 games with just 3 goals?
Well, I'll tell you how. It's the goalkeeping for San Diego. Boris Pardo, Chris Toth, like you said, the best goalkeeping tandem in the league. Pardo leads the league this year, 3.7 goals against average. Chris Toth, you know, he's a measly second, but he's only a tenth of a goal behind. He's at 3.8 goals per game. It's unreal how good these two are.
Not to shortchange Danny Waltman. He's played every game over the past 3 seasons for the Tacoma Stars. And now he will face a free kick. John Sosa. Actually, Childs lays it off, then a shot. Didn't get much on that. Now Childs follows it up, and it's saved by Danny Waltman. Right into the bread basket. Stars come into the game. Regular season 11-11. Exactly tied. 11-11, 500 record, and a 0 goal differential.
Yeah, that's
it's almost as if they didn't play the season.
Yeah, it's almost as if they just drew it up on paper that way.
So now Sosa with Nick Pereira, who has been fantastic since he came over. And now Jamail Cox. Back to Alain Matingu, who we haven't seen much of lately, but was listed as doubtful on the injury report, but he gets some action tonight. Now a turnover, and Matingu does a great job of shielding the man off there. Rafael Cox, part of the MASL Team of the Week for his performance against the Kansas City Comets in the regular season finale, and that's his brother Jamail.
Yeah, Rafael with a hat trick, including the game winner in overtime last week. Just having an outstanding breakout season this year for the Stars.
Yeah, I think him and Jamail both have had fantastic seasons. They've come a long way. They also have been here. In the past couple of seasons, they've had other things that have happened or injuries that have forced them not to play as much. Now, Waltman goes down and makes that save. He had a man bearing down on him. And he makes the save. So, no score, 12:27 remaining here in the first quarter.
And you feel a little
Robert
bit
Palmer.
of a different energy in the building tonight, too. The crowd a little more into it than normal this early in the game. They know that this is a huge game, playoff implications, obviously. Win this game and you set yourself up in good shape down in San Diego on Saturday night.
Wow, Pereira commits a handball, but they don't call it. And then Joey Jertson launches one up into the netting. That was a pretty obvious handball. They must have said it was unintentional, as he was being pulled by the defender. Can you pull the arm onto the ball and get the and get that?
Well, apparently you can.
So now Pardo. Childs, it takes a weird bounce. Now Waltman will come out and get it. And a foul is committed against San Diego. Matt Clare kind of jerked Corey Keats back while he was chasing that.
Number 99.
Yeah, and the aforementioned Craig Childs. Third in the league in scoring goals this year, 38 goals. Fourth in points with 56. So dominant as always is Mr. Childs.
Keats, play back to Waltman. And Chase Hansen. San Diego right now content to kind of let them possess it on their own side of the field. So far, haven't seen any interest in the push. Now they finally do send it deep. Pereira is back there. That ball goes off weird, and Pardo comes out, makes the save before Pereira could get onto it. Now sprint down into the corner. Oliveira runs into Danny Waltman. Those two have a nice moment.
Yeah, no love lost between these two teams, and that's been going on for decades. And you can see it tonight, just a little extra oomph when you're chasing after the ball.
Last game against Kansas City, that one felt like a playoff game. That had all the intensity of that. Let's see if that experience for the Stars can rub off in this game. You would hope so.
Yeah, it's really good to see Alan Matingu back as well. He hasn't played in well over a month, I don't think, and just that presence in the defense that they've been missing a little bit of with him out.
Philip Lund, he will lay it back off to Waltman. Lund has been a revelation this season. His first year playing indoor soccer at all, and he has come on, played very well. Dangerous shot. And now Waltman, send it deep. There's Pereira, but man comes over and takes it away. Tovar loses it. Then the fight is on for it and touched up. Escoto, who has 18 goals this season, lays it off. Waltman to Jertson, now to Vince McCluskey. McCluskey had a runner in Keats. Now they'll send it up to Keats. Hard off the boards. Gets a little push in the back, but it goes into the middle and just kneed it down to Pardo. Now Farber to Ruiz. And into the corner. Troy Peterson is the one there. Send it up to Corey Keats. He's got Rafael Cox on his right. Sends it to Cox. Stops. Puts it to Jamail. Jamail launches one. A little bit off target, but a good hard shot. Into the middle. Childs. Peterson. High kick by Pereira, and that one will send it into the Stars bench. Quick restart. Philip Lund didn't quite realize it, but no harm, no foul there. As Matingu handles, and now up to Waltman. Waltman into the corner to Pereira. He bangs it off the boards. Pardo is there. No Stars in the area, so not much danger.
In the last time the Sockers were up here, they effectively neutralized Nick Pereira. He did not do much of anything in that game, and so far the plan is to just mark him very closely, and they've been effective so far tonight in limiting his touches.
Down deep to Velez. That takes a crazy hop off the top of the board. Now McCluskey plays it to Hansen, and just a little off the mark. Now Claire puts it off the boards. It bounces all the way out to Jertson. Jertson will send it up to Lund, who was sprinting down the right side, but Boris Pardo had come way up and easily takes it before Lund could get there. Claire. Sosa. Shot by Childs. That thing goes high up into the netting. And it will be for the Stars here in a moment. We have a timeout on the field.
60 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight is an incredible man who is serving in the United States Air Force. Fans, please welcome Airman First Class Christopher Mesa. Airman First Class Mesa is from North Carolina, and he has served for 2 years and is assigned the 627 Air Base Group on McCord Airfield. He works with the Joint Base Garrison Headquarters and handles any administrative tasks needed. Mesa has many goals in sight, including to commission as an officer in the United States Force. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for this incredible soldier. Give it up for Airman First Class, Christopher Mesa.
Score 0-0, 6:58 remaining, first quarter of play. MASL playoffs. John, I've seen this dance. The kids love it. I want to do it. Need to learn how to do it.
I would try, but I would break my hip.
Well, that is it.
I just turned another year older yesterday.
Oh,
and,
that's right. Happy birthday, John McGlammer.
Thank you. And the hips will start breaking soon if I try the Backpack Kid dance.
The Backpack Kid? That's what it's called?
Isn't that from was it like a Saturday Night Live performance and there was a kid in a backpack that did this dance?
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Now Waltman, with pressure on him, loses possession. Cerda. And played all the way back. He'll get it back. Cesar Cerda. And now Pardo, the Soccer's not panicking there. They're taking their time.
Sounds like they're trying to bring back some old Tacoma Dome foot thunder here, Brandon.
Not quite the same tinny value as
No.
the old Tacoma Dome. Jertson. And now that ball to McNeely and into some space for Robert Palmer. Now to McCluskey, down in the corner, puts it off the boards. Pardo can't come up with it, but there's no star right there in the middle, so it goes all the way back to Troy Peterson. Lund will stop and take a look. Allows Jamel Cox to get back out on the field, and Nick Pereira as well. Peterson, Keats, Jamel Cox, Lund, and Pereira on the field. Waltman will send that deep. Headed it up and over the boards by the Sockers. So it'll be a ball down in the corner for the Stars to restart. This is where the Stars have been dangerous all season on these set plays.
Yeah, look for them to get the ball to Jertson. He just came in. He's on the far side. See if they can't get him on that open sideline.
Pereira will play it to Lund. Lund the shot. That ball is blocked by Ruiz and up into the netting. Yeah, Lund is the one that, I mean, Jertson is definitely dangerous, but Lund has been fantastic on these set plays all season long. He's going to get it once again and take the shot and just barely misses. Another shot into the corner now. Jertson will play it across to Jamel. Jamel has to play it back to Keats. Pereira doing battle with Ruiz. Lund, the shot, goal! Philip Lund gathers right in the middle as that one goes past the Soccer, and he buries it. 1-0 Stars.
Philip Lund, 5-hole on Boris Pardo. He just outraced the Soccer's defender and got the ball right where he wanted it, right in front of the goal. Nothing Pardo could do. And Philip Lund opens the scoring here for Tacoma in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. See here on the replay, Pereira fights for the ball against Ruiz, comes off, and he just beats Sosa to the ball and puts it right into the back of the net. 1-0 Tacoma.
Nice play, way to be in the right spot. Philip Lund scored 17 goals in the regular season. This is first of the playoffs, and the Stars have a 1-0 lead with 4:40 remaining. First quarter of play here at the Acesso Showwear Center. Now quickly up. Blocked by Matingu right in the middle. Peterson will play it to McCluskey, and McCluskey will dump it. That ball gets kicked up into the bench.
And you look at Matingu, he's still a little bit tentative running out there. Probably doesn't want to do any damage to himself, taking a little easy.
Raphael in the middle. Now Chase Hansen Touches to Pereira, shot and score. Oh, they tricked me. And Nick Pereira puts Tacoma up 2-0.
What a beautifully executed play by Chase Hansen. I thought he was going to take the shot. I think Boris Pardo thought he was going to take the shot. Nobody's on top of Nick Pereira in the far corner. And it was as easy a goal as he's going to ever score.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. Yep, Hansen runs up onto it. That is definitely a pass. Nick Pereira just camping on the back post and touches it in. Beautiful play.
And I can't help but think that Boris Pardo thought it was going to go wide and didn't realize that Nick Pereira was right behind him.
Yeah, there was the lack of communication probably there somehow. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 2-0 Stars. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV. 24 goals on the regular season for Nick Pereira. 20 of them came as a member of the Tacoma Stars. A fantastic mid-season pickup, and he pays dividends here. First game of the playoffs, gets the goal.
Second goal scored by number 22.
Chase Hansen the assist. 2-0 Stars with 3:57 remaining. And now a turnover. Matingu touches. Oh, just off the mark. He tried to beat Pardo back. Pardo is furious with his defense.
Yeah, especially coming out of a timeout, you can't let that happen.
And Matingu just barely off the mark. McNeely quickly up. Jertson. Now Palmer leaves it. McCluskey touches to Palmer and then taken away by the Sockers. Velez will play it back. And now to Claire. Claire, man wide open, touched, and Waltman goes down to get it. Ruiz was wide open down there. It was a nice pass, but it hit him right in the chest. Ricocheted off of Jertson and into Danny Waltman's hands. A little bit harder, that could have been dangerous, but Waltman was there to cover it up. Nice pass by McNeely, a heavy touch by Jamel Cox, but he'll get it, takes the shot, deflection, goes wide. Now Pereira, 2-on-1 battle in the corner, and cleared out of there. Childs will touch it across. Tacoma not letting the Sockers get out of their own end very easily tonight.
Now it just looks like a different strategy employed tonight by Darren Sawatsky. They're taking the game to San Diego and not sitting back and letting the game happen. They need to be aggressive, and so far it's paying off for them.
Now Matingu sends it deep. He's got Rafael Cox, but it's broken up. Jertson comes in, heads it, but again taken away by the Sockers. Peterson across. Pereira will backtrack to get it. Pereira, a slide tackle. It goes back to Matingu, and then up to Waldman. Peterson across. Matingu has some room to run. They say no call. Oliveira.
Yeah, I think that was correct.
Yeah. Matingu has it taken away. Rafael Cox. He's going to backtrack and go back to Danny Waltman as he heads off the field. Thought there for a moment he didn't know where he was going. He knew where he was going. He was going to the bench. He took the ball with him. Waltman will send it deep, but not deep enough. Now Ruiz across. And DePardo. Now Zay Roberto down there. Got two guys in captain's armbands tonight.
Ah, the two captain armband threw you off.
Definitely did. Pardo all the way up. Farber plays it back to Roberto. And once again back to Pardo. Ruiz. And over to Pardo again. So San Diego taking some time. Only 23 seconds left in the quarter. Tovar. Tries to get it to Contreras, but not in the right way. Lund, 10 seconds remaining. Jamail Cox takes a look. He'll play it back to Waltman. Waltman to Robert Palmer. Ramon also in the roster tonight. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. The Tacoma Stars take a 2-0 lead on goals by Philip Lund and Nick Pereira. We will take a short break and we'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV.
Tacoma Stars and local community received terrible news that former Tacoma Stars goalkeeper and longtime Stadium High School soccer coach John Beretta was fighting for his life after being struck by a car while walking in South Tacoma. John had an incredible 8-year professional career in soccer, including 4 seasons as the goalkeeper with the Stars from 1983 to 86 and participating with the Canadian national team. It was the work off the field that really made an impact on the community. After retiring from professional soccer, Beretta settled down in the Tacoma area, starting to work for Tacoma Public Schools as a substitute teacher in January of 1990. After a year teaching physical education at Browns Point Elementary School, he moved to Meeker Elementary School, where he taught for 20 years. He started teaching at Gray Middle School in 2012 and continues to do so. Beretta took over the Stadium High School boys and girls soccer programs in the 1999 season. And in 2010, he led the Tigers boys to a 4A state title, finishing the season ranked number 8 in the country. The Stars family and local community is hopeful that John can continue to recover from the injuries he sustained Thursday. They are serious, life-threatening injuries, but nothing that our very own Tacoma Stars John Beretta can't overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a round of applause, yell, scream, let John know we are here with him through recovery, and we thank him for the years he spent as a Star. The playoff atmosphere has caught fire.
Catch every game on the league's official streaming home, MASL.tv, or on the MASL app. Download it for free on iTunes or from the Google Play Store. Welcome back to the action. John McGlamry here alongside Brandon Sparks. 2-0 Tacoma at the end of one. Here we go, starting the second period of play. Chip down, looking for Cox, not there. Held in by Pardo, now Sosa with it.
I know you do. So head on out the concourse now. And
Juan Oliveira gets it over to Tovar. Tovar in the corner. Tovar tries to square it. Nobody there except for Keats, who gets it away. And now Raphael and Jamail Cox on a break. Here comes Raphael. Raphael with a one-on-one with the keeper. Raphael chips him just high over the boards. Pardo with a quick outlet. And now here comes Oliveira now across the way. Gets it over on the far side. That was Childs, and is broken up by McCluskey. Childs gives him a nice little forearm for the effort. Now McNeely has it. Evan McNeely plays it long down, looking for Pereira, and he finds him in the corner, taking off the ball. And now Pereira, with a little bit of a shove, gets called for the foul. That's going to be a foul on Pereira against Felipe Gonzalez. Soccer's bench not happy, looking for a blue card.
That spells on Stars number 22, Nick Pereira, his first foul tonight.
This is playoff soccer.
Darren Sawatsky not happy. I'm not sure what he is upset about, but he is not happy.
Not happy at all. Now the long ball into Childs, and it's taken off by McNeely. And McNeely whistled for the foul. Deep in the corner. Childs draws it.
This is just bad luck right here.
Yeah, he's running backwards. He doesn't even see the ball. He's playing the man. That's a foul every time, but just, yeah, you got to be more aware of your situations if you're Evan McNeely. So now restart coming up. Craig Childs on the ball. Childs plays it looking for Ruiz, and it's blocked out of there by Tacoma. Held in by Gonzalez. Gonzalez now back to Ruiz. Ruiz looking for Childs, gets him, but got him with the trailing leg, couldn't reach the ball. Now Brandon Escoto, he's been a killer against the Stars this season. Chips it, played out by by Joey Jertson. Pardo gets it near midfield. Across to Raimundo Contreras. Hiram Ruiz and Evan McNeely getting to know each other on the far side. McNeely, some good pressure defense on Ruiz. Gets it over to Escoto. Escoto and McNeely. The double team comes off the glass. And a foul's going to be called on McNeely now as he and Ruiz once again battling for the ball. And it's going to be a free kick right at the top of the box. Looks like some pretty rough defense, but nothing more than we hadn't seen the last couple minutes. So I don't know why they decided to call it there. And
mutual hand checking is what.
Yeah, I mean that's all it comes down to. So Childs standing over it, 3-man wall. Waltman covering the near side. Now he goes to the far side. Comes back, Childs with the shot, blocked out of there by McNeely. Rebound blocked out by Waltman, and finally cleared. The rebound by Escoto, cleared out by the Stars. And San Diego denied once again. Just a reaction save there by Waltman. Now once again, here comes Sosa. Over, shot, blocked out of there again by Tacoma. McNeely played out, blocked again. Tacoma getting a body in front of every shot right now. Sosa winds up, plays it over to Childs. Can't get past Lund. Played back to Matingu, and now Matingu looks for an outlet. Plays it down, looks for Lund, finds him. Lund, back to McNeely, and he's going to play it back to Danny Waltman. 12:20 remaining here in the second quarter. 2-0 is the score. Tacoma on top. Long ball by Waltman, intercepted by Clare, and he finds Escoto, and he is taken off the ball by the Stars. They play it down low. Pardo's going to pick it up. Roll it to Sosa. So San Diego's going to reset. They're going to reset. Here comes Cesar Cerda. Takes a shot and goes wide. Cleared out of there by the Stars. And we've got a blue card coming up. It looks like it's going to be a six-man violation, and that's exactly what it is. So a substitution violation against San Diego, and Tacoma's going to go on the power play here.
That's going to be a nice break for Tacoma as they've been facing it from San Diego here at the beginning of the second quarter. That first quarter was 4 shots on goal to 1, with Tacoma leading that stat. San Diego, the Sockers, have already had 4 shots on goal alone here in this second quarter.
Yeah, and fortunately for Tacoma, most of the shots have gone right into the body of a Tacoma defender. Danny Waltman had a great save on that rebound off the free kick by Childs. And they've done all that they needed to do to keep San Diego off the scoreboard, and now looking to go up 3 on the power play. It's Pereira, Lund, Jertson, Jamail, and Rafael Cox on the field for the Stars to go along with Danny Waltman. Hiram Ruiz, Raimundo Contreras, Felipe Gonzalez, and Cesar Cerda are the killers for San Diego. So now here comes Lund, pushed out beyond the yellow line. Jertson over to Lund, down to Pereira. Pereira quickly double team, gets it across to Jamail. Jamail to Lund. Good shape by the San Diego defense. Jamail and Rafael kick it back and forth, and now back to Jertson at the center circle. Tacoma not making any inroads on this penalty kill, and then Jertson gives it away. Now the break is on, could be 3-on-2, and here they go. played off, but now Tacoma can break out. Pereira with it, and he's going to play it back. And that's a handball that wasn't called. And Darren Smonsky still upset. He's going to have a heart attack on the bench. 1:05 remaining in the power play. Pardo with it.
60 seconds remaining in the Stars.
Played back to Pardo again. Pardo clears it up, chips it up to midfield. San Diego still controlling the ball here. It's Contreras, and he's going to give it back to Gonzalez, who plays it off the boards. Cerda with it. And Tacoma still can't get the ball. This is unbelievable penalty killing. And now a one-on-one. And here comes the shot and the score. Felipe Gonzalez, short-handed. A dominant performance by this San Diego penalty kill, and they get one back short-handed. It's 2-1 San Diego.
The Stars are going to have 31 seconds to redeem themselves, but this is the worst power play I've seen all season long. That was 90 seconds without it. It's been 90 seconds without a shot for the Tacoma Stars. They've had maybe 20 seconds of possession on this power play.
20 to 30 seconds, and Jerson lost it. And give San Diego credit.
Yeah,
they
definitely
know how
give
to
their
pass
killers
the ball around.
Yeah, give their killers a lot of credit on this penalty kill. But wow.
So Farber comes in, takes the place of Gonzalez, the goal scorer. So now Tacoma trying to get that one back. It's Pereira. Pereira back to Jertson at the center circle. Jamail, and now a whistle. A whistle. They took the penalty time off the clock.
Yeah, the penalty disappeared somehow. I think yeah, so they'll discuss this and try to get things right. Soccer Sam brings you the latest news, player interviews, and inside knowledge of the game we all love each week on the Kick This radio show. Listen every Saturday at 8:05 Pacific time on iHeartRadio, or catch up on past episodes at soccersam.com/kickthis.
Kick this.
Kick this.
So 15 seconds remaining in the power play. They got that all figured out, but it took a lot of momentum away from the Stars if they were trying to get something going here. So they'll get a restart here just outside the yellow. It's going to be Jamail Cox standing over the ball. Now Jertson with it. Over to Lund. San Diego just enforcing their will. Shot by Jertson, blocked out of there by Pardo. So they do get one shot on the power play, and now a breakout. Now Farber, good job by Jamail to track back and win that ball. Power play is over, -1 for Tacoma on that one as they give up the shorthanded goal. And San Diego trails by 1 when you thought that Tacoma had a good chance to go up 3.
Yeah, that power play maybe was the worst thing to happen to the Stars. It turned out I thought they got a break and would have an opportunity to kind of regroup, but it really backfired.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Ramon Palmer with it. Back to Berto. Berto to Lund. Now Berto again. 9:15 remaining in the quarter. Long ball into the corner to Pereira. Another weird kick off that seam. And it actually worked out for Tacoma as Contreras was bodying up Pereira. He would have had position to get that ball.
We haven't seen a ball take a ricochet off the top of the hockey boards like that all season long, and yet now we've had 2 early in this game.
And now a foul on the far side. Contreras.
Last bounce on Stars, number 10, Ramon Palmer, his first foul tonight.
And it looked like Ramon Palmer got into him on the far side. Stepped on his foot, I think. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to hurt.
I was thinking maybe he banged his knee. I think he either went into the board with his knee or him and Palmer.
Either way, he's walking off a little gingerly right now.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. You got a little bit of the crying noise here from the Click Effects guy. But I think that was a
legit injury.
that was a legit painful moment.
And add insult to injury, Freddie Mercury on the sound system. So Boris Pardo with it. Finds Childs. Over to Claire. It's Serda over to Childs, back to Claire, and now looking for somebody. Gets it to Serda, but he loses it, and McCluskey comes away with it. Gets it to Ramon Palmer. Ramon off the boards, finds McCluskey, but he's taken off by Sosa. But somehow Ramon comes away with it. So Tacoma maintains possession. Lund with it on the near side, back to Waltman. Pressure, high pressure by Claire and by Childs. Waltman splits it. Lund tries to get past Escoto and can't. Now it's a 3-on-1. Escoto over to Childs. Childs with a shot just off the boards. He can't believe it. A wide open goal, and he couldn't get it. And Tacoma dodges a bullet there as Childs missed the sitter. Escoto now with the shot, saved by Waltman, the rebound by Childs, and a score.
Yeah, nice play. That's Craig Childs just staying with it. A little frustrated after hitting what looked to be basically the bottom of the crossbar. But he stays there, lets that rebound come to him, and then just tips it in. Nice play.
Yeah, the knee goal by Craig Childs. So 2-2 is the score. We're going to take a 60-second timeout on the field, and we'll take a quick break.
Been informed that All Stars merchandise in the concourse is now 25% off. Once again, All Stars merchandise at the merch table is 25% off for the rest of the game. Stars fans, this is our last home game of the season. This is your chance, your last chance to get Stars gear at the merch table. And on top of that, it's 25% off. We're talking hoodies, hats, scarves, t-shirts, jackets, mini balls, soccer balls. We have it all at the Tacoma Stars merch table, and it's located in the concourse. And once again, all merchandise, 25% off. Head to the concourse. Purchase your Stars swag now. Fans, the playoff atmosphere has caught fire, and for one night only, tonight's game-worn playoff jerseys are available for bid in our live auction. That's right, tonight's game-worn jerseys are available upon you being the highest bidder. Our live auction is open now and taking bids. So head on out of the concourse.
Back to the action. 2 goals by San Diego here in the second quarter. We're all knotted up. 7:48 remaining in the period. A power play goal by Felipe Gonzalez, and Craig Childs just right now with a rebound put back off the save by Waltman, and we are knotted up. So Pardo, every time I see him, I want a Subway sandwich for some reason. And now another ball comes in, and it just goes wide. Farber stretched out for it. Looks like he got into the boards a little bit. But now the break is on for Tacoma. It's Matingu. Matingu loses it, and Enrique Tovar is going to be called for the foul on Alan Matingu. It's going to be a free kick and a good position here for the Stars. So Raphael Cox, Ramon Palmer, Taylor Bond making an appearance tonight, Evan McNeely, and Alan Matingu on the field. There's Taylor Bond finally getting into the action. 7:11 remaining in the period. So now here comes McNeely. He's going to launch it in there. Takes it high off the boards. Need out of there. That was Contreras who got onto it, and he kneed it right up to Pardo. Now here comes Ruiz. Ruiz gets the ball off, and now Contreras has it back on his side. Jamie Lovegrove with it. Contreras. Tovar loses it. Picked out of there by Matingu. Matingu gets it from Raphael. Now here comes Matingo on the corner, off the boards, comes back to Bond, and it's kicked out of there by Tovar.
Watch out.
Bond had to wait for that thing to come down and settle for him to take a shot at it, and the Sockers defender came over and took it away before he could even get wound up.
Yeah, absolutely. Restart now coming up. It's McNeely on the near side. McNeely off the wall, and it's going to bounce up toward midfield to stay in, and McNeely's going to play it all the way back to Waltman. Waltman over to McNeely. High pressure by San Diego. Forces, a dangerous ball by McNeely. Cleared out by Waltman, but only as far as Tovar. So San Diego still applying the pressure here with the ball. Over the yellow line now. It's Oliveira. Over to Felipe Gonzalez. Now trickles back to Contreras. 7-1 the shots on goal this period in favor of San Diego. Right, the turnaround from the first period. Looking for Childs, can't find him now. Here comes Lund, but nobody going with him. And it looks like Tacoma is going to maybe change it out a little bit. So there's Bond on the floor again. Berto with some space. Gets it back to Lund. Lund has been playing really far behind the ball today, and he loses it out there. Forced to play it back to Waltman. Can't get out of their own way right now. Now Peterson gets it to Keats, and he's got room to run. Keats tracks into the middle. It's a 3-on-2. Keats, the shot! Just kick saved by Pardo. Held in by Lund. Lund to Peterson, now Bond. Taylor Bond with it. Couple step overs, and then he loses out to Childs. But Childs loses it right back. Now Raphael to Corey. Corey Keats in the corner. Circles around. Is pushed down on the ground, and Contreras is going to be called for the foul. That's an easy call right
yeah,
there.
how you can be upset about that one is beyond me. Had his forearm on him and just shoved him over.
And you see the replay here. He's on him. He's got an arm bar. He's got him in the Ric Flair arm bar and takes him down. Maybe a little soft, but hey, what are you going to do? The ref saw what he saw, and you're going to call the foul.
Maybe not quite as cut and dry as I thought originally.
No, maybe not. But Tacoma holds it in. Jamail off the corner to Bond. Bond tried to get it back to Jamail on a run. He couldn't find him. Broken up by San Diego, held in by Tacoma. One back by San Diego. That's Felipe Gonzalez, the goal scorer, and he's going to be dragged down by Bond, and that's going to be a foul.
Darren Sawatsky again angry. I mean, it was basically the same play that San Diego gets away with that then gets called just a moment later on the Stars, and so I see his point.
Yeah. All we want is consistency. So Pardo with it. Finds Farber in the corner. Tracks it back. Circles around one more time. Plays it back to Cerda. Cerda to Sosa. Covered up by Jamail. Chips it in. Held in by Farber. Down to Childs. Bodied up by Berto, and Berto comes away with the ball. It's a foul on Childs.
Fouls on Snuffers over 37, Craig Childs, his first foul of the night.
Peterson now with it. Peterson to Waltman. Waltman over to Berto, and he's got plenty of room to run, but he's going to hold it up, allow for some players to get in. Headed out of there by Cerda, forcing Ramon Palmer to track back and win it. Now Berto has it one more time on the near side. Over to Peterson. Hiram Ruiz just not letting him get away from him. Now Waltman. Pressured by Eddie Velez. And the Stars are going the wrong way right now, and they are making a meal of this. And here come the Stars now on the offense. Ramon trying to win it, can't do it. Pardo chips it, headed out of there by Berto, held in by Cerda. Cerda now to Velez. Velez near side broken up. Good job by Berto to get, or make that Ramon Palmer to get back. And now a foul is going to be called on Palmer, and they can't believe it. mean, he didn't even get touched. He did not even get touched.
Yeah, that's a tough call on Ramon Palmer.
Wow. So free kick coming up. Sosa standing over it. Sosa. Far side. Looked like a missed kick. That's smothered by Waltman. We'll see if Tacoma can draw some inspiration after that. 2:51 remaining in the period. Waltman wastes that outlet, and San Diego gets it right back. So here the ball back to Pardo. John Sosa with it. Oliveira back to Sosa, the Colombian. Finds Tovar. Tovar tries to back heel and loses it. Now it's Lund with it. Lund plays it back to Hansen. And Bond makes a run. Ball behind him a little bit. Plays it back to Jamail. Jamail looking for Corey. Corey kicks it. Oh, just wide. Good idea by the midfielder, Jamail Cox, as he found a streaking Corey Keats. Just couldn't get the shot on target. The pass was there. And now Boris Pardo with some slick moves gets the outlet to Cerda. Cerda breaking down the far side. Cerda peels back, looking for a call. No call there. Gets it over to Contreras. Now Oliveira with it. Luan Oliveira. Bodied up by Taylor Bond. Keats tracking him as well. Plays it back to Gonzalez. Now to Contreras. 1:15 remaining in the half. 2-2 is the score. Felipe Gonzalez to Oliveira, back to Gonzalez. Pardo to Jamie Lovegrove. Now Claire comes in the game for San Diego, as does Brandon Escoto. Now the ball looking for Childs. Good job by Corey Keats to win it back, but Claire intercepts it. The ball goes back to Waltman. No foul there as McNeely went stumbling to the turf. Waltman forced to clear. Nobody there for Tacoma. Another giveaway. Now here comes San Diego again. Matt Claire. Left-footed shot goes way wide, held in by Gonzalez. 22 seconds remaining in the half. Bond. Keats. Cox. Now McNeely on a run. McNeely on he loses the ball. Nobody went with him. And 3 San Diego Sockers converged and won the ball. Raphael Cox tracks back, wins the header, but loses it out of bounds off the top rail. And with 5.4 seconds to go, restart coming up for San Diego. 2-2 is the score. Craig Childs standing over it. Plays it down low. Taking off the ball. And now Jamail Cox, he's going to run out of time. And the Stars are going to run out of time for the half. It's triple zeros on the scoreboard. And 2-2 is the score. We'll go into the halftime all tied up. And we'll be back after the break for the second half of action.
The field where we have Darren Sawatsky standing by. Darren, we didn't talk before the game, but we can talk right now. This is not really a must-win, but it could be. How big is winning tonight at home going to San Diego?
Well, we're here to win for our fans tonight. We're playing in front of our crowd, and we want to win the game.
Coach, we had a tough power play earlier. This is a team that you can't give an inch to, correct?
Yeah, they're a good team, but it's our night at home, and fans, we're going to do it for you.
Thank you so much, Darren. Good luck second half. We'll see you after the game. Stars fans, we've got playoffs at the Accesso Shower Center. What do you think of that? Stars battled thick and thin all year long, and they did it. We've got ourselves a 2-2 ball game, an exciting night here at the Accesso Shower Center. We've got our jersey auction happening right now in the concourse. A chance to bid on tonight's game-worn jerseys. Once again, the players tonight, their jerseys available for you to purchase if you have the highest bid. This is a great opportunity to head out of the concourse and put your bid in now. All right, we've got a little halftime competition happening. Watch your back, Brody. We've got Jeff and we've got Peter. Which one of you guys is Jeff? Jeff, where are you from?
Seattle.
Seattle. Peter, where are you from?
Seattle.
Nice. Battle of Seattle. Give me some more balls out here. All right, these two are going to have a little competition, a little half-field competition. We'll switch off and alternate between each one. The first one to knock in 5 goals is the winner of a Tacoma Stars prize pack. We've got scarf, we've got a bottle, we've got other prizes as well. So, Jeff, I'm gonna have you take the first shot. Brody, I'm gonna have you clear the field. You got an open goal. It's all yours. The first kick, that looked way too easy. All right, Peter, you're up. Fans, let's hear it for Peter. And it's wide right. Jeff is up 1-0. Jeff, go ahead, your second shot. And that curves just a little bit to the left. Still 1-0. Peter, take your next shot. Just bend it to the left. Jeff still up 1-0. And it's in. 2-0 Jeff. All right, Peter, you need to score one right now. Wide left again. Jeff, an opportunity to take a 3-goal lead. The next kick is going to the left. He misses. Big opportunity here for Peter to catch up. Wow. That was bad. That was bad. All right, Jeff, let me get out of your way. That one's left. All right, it's time to start aiming a little bit to the right, guys. All right, Peter, gonna need these back. And there it is, he went right. And look what happened. Peter's on the board with 1 goal. Jeff, you're up. Jeff's next kick is in, 3-1. Once again, 1st to 5 is the winner of the prize pack. Peter's kick goes right and bends back to the middle. I think Peter's got the hang of this. 3-2. Chance for Peter to tie it up. He goes right again, and it's right in there. 3-3. And Jeff is 1 goal away from winning this prize pack. Peter's up. It's in. 4-4. Jeff can win it here. Fans, let's hear it for Jeff. Here he goes. Hold on, wait. I wasn't ready. Go ahead and go back. I wasn't ready. Go ahead. I'm ready now. Where's my prize pack? Kick is up. He went right, and it's in. We have a winner. Jeff, congratulations. You just beat Peter. And we'll get you your Tacoma Stars prize pack. Now, let's hear it for Jeff and Peter joining us today on our half-field shootout. Thanks for joining us, guys. All right, fans, at this time, I'd like you to give a warm welcome to the Girls Rainiers Valley Slammers, who is going to be joining us today for our halftime minigame. Let's hear it for the Slammers. And this is going to be a full field. We've got about 12 girls each. And I need a ball. Give me 1 ball. Here it is. Thank you, Jamie Hoffman. Nice, shiny Tacoma Stars ball. All right, we got 5 minutes on the clock. Who wants it? We're underway. Once again, we're also having our mini ball toss at the end of the third quarter. Mini balls are just $2 a ball. Holy smokes, gotta get out of here. Once again, mini balls are just $2 a ball, and we are giving away a pair of season tickets for the Stars next year. Once again, season tickets are on the line in our third quarter mini ball toss. Mini balls are just $2 a ball. And don't forget about our merch table. All merchandise in the concourse, 25% off. 25% off all Stars merchandise all night long. Last home game of the year. Get some merchandise today. Once again, we've got the girls Rainiers Valley Slammers on the field, who are actually coached by our very own Rafael Cox. I missed out last game. I got some prizes for my fans. Best fans in the MASL. I got hats, water bottles. There you go, enjoy that. Got a scarf for these young guys right here. About this side over here. Got some prizes for the fans. Last home game of the season, bring your energy. Got a hat. Got a hat. Stolen. Wow, just saw my life flash before my eyes. Got a small shirt here. There you go, buddy. It's small, it's a small shirt, sorry. All right, it's time to bring out the big boy. My favorite part. Now you gotta let me know who really wants a t-shirt right now. Stars fans, you have been incredible this entire season. Cheered us all the way on to the playoffs. Now we've got a second half to win. What do you say? Tacoma! 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 Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the video board as I give a special welcome to tonight's groups at the arena.
Welcome back to the Acesso Showwear Center here in beautiful downtown Kent, Washington. My name is Brandon Sparks, joined tonight by John McGlamer. We've got a doozy here in the first round of the Ron Newman playoffs, MASL playoffs. First game of those, and it's 2-2, Stars and Sockers all tied up. It was a tale of two quarters. The Stars looked to dominate that first quarter of play. They played well, 2 quick goals. Took the 2-0 lead. They had a shots on goal advantage of 4-1. And then that second quarter happened, and it was a complete reversal. The Sockers were fantastic. 9 shots on goal compared to just 2 for the Stars, and they dominated. They had maybe one of the best penalty kills we've seen all season. A really bad penalty power play for the Stars that resulted in a shorthanded goal for San Diego, and that's where we stand now. Which team are we going to see come out here tonight for for the Stars?
Well, I'd like to think that it's the team from the first quarter, but boy, I really think that power play just took the wind out of their sails as they were really dominating play, and then as soon as that happened, they've just been kind of lifeless, and San Diego has just stepped on their necks and done whatever they wanted to do. So we'll see. Tacoma needs to win this game because I don't see them winning 2 in San Diego. So this is a must win, and we got 30 minutes to do it here.
Yeah, last game of the season for the Stars here at the Acesso Showwear Center. No matter what happens, they win. They'll have that 1 game advantage. Now Childs the shot quickly. Childs. Yep, the format for the opening round is 2 home games or 1 home game for each team. And then if it's tied, if it's 1-1 at the end of that, then a mini game following the second game. So Saturday in San Diego, the next round, or the next game, game 2. And so now San Diego working Ruiz into the corner, a little chip, and Waltman comes up with it. That was a tricky little shot, but Waltman eyed it the entire way. Lund bangs it off the boards. Oh, Jamel Cox just barely. That was some geometry right there.
That was an outstanding pass by Philip Lund. Just unfortunate that Jamel couldn't get it past Pardo, just wide on the near side.
So now we'll go back to Boris Pardo. He will send it deep. Tovar. Now Matt Clare, he's going to knock down Vincent McCluskey. McCluskey and Escoto. Stars restart. Now Ramon Palmer. He'll play it back to Corey Keats. And Keats will turn and give it to Waltman. McNeely will send it deep. There's Pereira. Can't come up with it. Now Claire. And to Escoto. Escoto right in midfield. Tonight's battle, a battle of healthcare providing sponsors. Kaiser Permanente for the Sockers and CHI Franciscan for the Tacoma Stars. McNeely with the header. That ball, oh, shot, and another just barely off target, both of those. That was Felipe Gonzalez with the second try.
And that's the third time tonight that ball's taken that crazy kick off the seam of the glass and the boards. You haven't seen that much at all this season, and it's happened 3 times tonight.
Yeah, just an odd, lucky bounce that we haven't seen all season. Catches you off guard. Contreras. Now a foul is going to be called on McCluskey as Contreras delivered that pass. Craig Childs will stand over it. 2-man wall in front of him. Takes the shot. Waltman with the save. That thing burned him up for a moment there, but he comes up with it.
Boy,
now
he had to double check his hands to make sure he actually caught it.
Lund gets called for the foul as he kind of gave the forearm into the back of. Take a look on the replay here. Oh, just a push. Yep, that's definitely a foul. Now trying to get it out of their own area are the Sockers. Pardo now in some room. Lund giving chase, but Contreras back to Pardo. Sends it up into the middle, but Matingu is there to clear it. And Lund will get the foul. Draws the foul. So it'll be a Stars restart near midfield, right in front of their bench. That one was against Cerda. So no score. 1 shot on goal for both teams here in the third period. Did I say no score?
Well, no score in the period.
No score in the period.
I was tracking.
Okay. Jamel Cox. And he loses the handle. Velez, the sprint is on and Waltman is there. Had a man bearing down on him. That was Farber. Now this ball will go all the way back to Pardo. Ramon Palmer up to chase. Peterson blocks it, comes up with it, and he'll retreat. Give it back to Waltman. Karen Sawatsky tells everybody to slow down a bit. Berto, Palmer.
A little bit of a jersey pull there.
Could see that one from us.
And he just can't understand how he got called for that. I'm 200 feet away and I saw that.
Yep. Now Rafael Cox. Sends it off the boards right into the middle and it's cleared out. Hansen will play it all the way back to Waltman. Waltman chests it down and gets it up to Hansen. Hansen has some room, plays it over to Palmer, shot. That one's tough off for Pardo and then taken down in the box. So a foul against San Diego. And it'll be from the top.
And that was Lovegrove again with the foul. So 2 quick fouls on Jamie Lovegrove.
Last fouls on Sockers number 45, Jamie Lovegrove, his second foul of the night. That'll bring up an upcoming Stars free kick.
Pereira lays it off. Oh, just wide. Now Rafael Cox to Jertson, over to Pereira. Pereira down into the corner. Hansen to Jertson and back to Hansen again. Hansen takes a look to Pereira, posting up. Palmer up into the netting.
Yeah, just couldn't get on top of that one as it chipped up in to the netting, and a restart for the Sockers.
So now Pardo with that extra long goalkeeper's jersey. Looks like a nightgown. Plays it over to Ruiz. Pardo will send it deep. He's got Zé Roberto in the corner. Roberto plays it down to himself. Takes a look, backtracks. Play it all the way back to Boris Pardo. Pardo again to Escoto, and now back to Pardo. McCluskey called for the foul as Escoto just got tripped up. So San Diego now will send it deep. Childs keeps it alive to Escoto. Escoto, McNeely, and then a shot by Childs, but wide. He just didn't get anything on that. McCluskey touches it around a man and now sends it deep. Jertson giving chase. Takes the shot, just barely misses. That thing curved a whole bunch, but not quite enough. A knuckleball basically ate up Pardo, but just a bit wide.
He had one more foot on that, it would have gone in. Unfortunately, he didn't have that extra foot.
Well, we only have 2. Ball up into the stands discussion of who that was off of. San Diego definitely doesn't like it. And so now the officials are going to get huddled around. And we'll have a 60-second timeout on the field, so we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching.
It's time to show the Sockers who we are. It's time to break out those guns. That's right. It's time for Tacoma Stars Flex Cam. Get out the, yes, that's what I'm talking about, sir. Way to lead things off. Got some followers, it's Flex Cam. Show me those muscles. Time to show these San Diego Sockers the 253 muscle. There we go. There's a youngin'. All right, I know there's more muscles out there. The whole row of muscles right there. I love it. Let's get, oh yeah! Biggest muscles of the night right there, fans. Let's hear it for her. I know there's more muscles out there. I know there's another pair of muscles somewhere out there. There's some right there. There you go. Yeah, keep flexing. Don't rip the shirt. Mom's gonna be mad. Don't rip the sleeves. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, the beach is that way. I know it is now, thank you. All right, still flexing. I know we got another shot of some fans. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Right there. Oh, another one. Just popped out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, second one. She's on fire.
After much discussion, it will be Tacoma restart right at the top. Jertson and Pereira standing over it. You've got the Cox brothers and Philip Lund on the field. Pereira will leave it off. Shot. Oh, just barely misses across the goal mouth. Now Pereira trying to keep it in. Keep control of it. will circle to midfield.
Everybody clap your hands.
Jamail will play it back to Matingu. Matingu directing some traffic. He's got Waltman. Waltman will send it deep. Pereira.
No,
just a
come
little
on.
bit of a shove and went down pretty easily.
Well,
Foul is called.
Contreras has gone down pretty easily all night, so not a surprise there. But boy, Tacoma just stagnant on offense. They have been for the last quarter and a half.
Really has not bitten them so far in this quarter as we have no score for the third quarter. 2-2 still. Good defense by the official there. Played all the way back to Pardo again. Pardo. Crowd getting into this thing. Little touch. Matingu is there to take it. Nobody came for the Sockers. Finally played it into the offensive position. Now Matingu doing battle, and he gets wrestled off of it. McCluskey trying to get it, and yeah, they've got to get a foul there, right? Darren Sawatsky holding the bench back, as that is going to go against San Diego. A lot of contact down there, a lot of arms wrapped around other players. Finally, they called it. Cooler heads prevail, and now it is Tacoma's ball. Waltman. It's right up the middle. To midfield. McCluskey knocked down. Serda. And now to Jertson. Jertson will get it to Ramon Palmer, and he's just taken down. The foul is called. That was Serda who took Ramon Palmer down and then complained to the officials. But it is Stars ball. Pereira into the middle. Trying to thread the needle to Robert Palmer, but taken away. McNeely breaks that pass up. Now Palmer will turn. Not too many people going with him, so he plays it back and then he heads off the field. Jertson over to Corey Keats and now to McNeely. We got Pereira down low with Rafael Cox. Waltman will send it deep to Pereira. And that ball takes another wicked bounce off the boards and goes to Pardo. I would say that the boards here at the Showwear Center generally play really true.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, you don't get a lot of surprises. Tonight, though, there's been some weird bounces.
Surprises abound.
Cox. Childs, and then he's going to get it back. Nice pass up the middle, Serda, but McNeely doing battle. McNeely comes up with it. But it will be San Diego who controls. Now to Craig Childs. Shot right into the middle. It comes off, but nobody there for the Sockers. And now McCluskey has some room. Lays it off Jamel Cox. So tried to sneak one past Pardo, but it just goes to the side. Maybe being a little too fancy. Now Lund will fire. Saved by Pardo. Lund has a rocket of a shot. I don't think he quite got all of that one. It is 2-2, 11-11 shots on goal. Now Matingu takes this one away. Matingu up. Matingu wrestled down and no call. Tovar was the man on defense. Matingu, I think a little hobbled, heads off onto the bench. Lund came over the top of that ball as they were both going at it. He probably should have taken it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it probably screwed up Matingo a little bit as he ran right in front of him, stepped over the ball. And yeah, you're right. Matingo looking a little hobbled, like you said. Looked a little bit that way in the first half as well.
And now Pardo just steps on the ball and waits. Nobody pressuring him. Taylor Bond up front now. Taylor Bond, a midseason acquisition. It's kind of ended up on the third line.
He's never really gotten comfortable here, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Yep, you're exactly right. There he had Pardo out and decided not to do anything with it. Would have been a pinpoint kind of shot. Ooh, nice pass though, Ramon Palmer. Nobody there with him. They were making a change, but the Stars didn't have anybody down there offensively with him.
No.
Jertson. And then Palmer. I mean, there were 2 or 3 guys down at midfield just looking at Ramon Palmer. They've gone, it's such a strange change in how they've played offensively since that first quarter.
It's that tentativeness that we'd seen all season from them against San Diego, and it's creeping its head up again in this game. And that's not how they started. We're going to need to figure something out here as we get closer to the fourth quarter.
Now midfield, Cerda. Claire will play it back to Pardo. Pardo all the way up again. Into the corner. Shot by Childs. Good defensive play by Palmer. Back to Cerda. The captain Childs. And to Claire. Matt Claire thought about that shot, but lays it off. Shot saved by Waltman, a little off the mark. McCluskey. To Jamel Cox. Now Cox trying to clear some room. He's got Robert Palmer, Berto. And Lund will then take a shot, and he got under it and up into the netting. And that run by Palmer got the crowd excited, but they couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say this one thing about San Diego. They don't waste a single shot. They do not take a shot unless they feel they have a chance of making it. Whereas sometimes the Stars get caught up in just get shot happy sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that can be the case, definitely. Ontario's another team like that. They take so many shots. But a lot of them are in traffic and not a whole lot you can do about it. Or just not in advantageous offensive position. Just 27 seconds now. This quarter has gone by rather quickly. Pardo. To Velez, and now near side to Roberto. And just 4 seconds remaining. They're not going to do anything with it. In fact, they just stopped. And that will do it for the third quarter of play here at the Acesso Showwear Center. The Ron Newman Cup all tied up 2-2. We will take a short break and be back here for the fourth quarter. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV.
The third quarter, which means it's time for the Tacoma Stars mini ball toss. All of you had the opportunity to purchase mini balls for just $2 a ball, and the prize that's on the line tonight, a pair of season tickets to next year. I already saw one go right in. Once again, successful tosses will be gathered into a drawing, and the first ball that is drawn will win the season tickets for next year. It's a pair of season tickets. Our van will drive down to this end of the goal, put it in reverse, and head back down to the goal from which it came. So you'll have two opportunities. If you're not feeling it on the first pass by, Hold on to that mini ball and toss it the second time around. Once again, all successful tosses will be gathered and set aside for a drawing. And the first mini ball drawn will win a pair of season tickets for the Tacoma Stars next season. All right, mini man is kicking it into reverse. We have one of our best drivers behind the wheel. I believe that's Jason Foster. Is that you, Jason? Give us a wave. Is that you, Jason? It is Jason. There's the honk of the horn and the thumbs up. That's Jason Foster driving the van. The windows are down, fans. This is your last chance. Last mini ball toss of the season. Are there any left? Oh, just missed. Last chance. Once again, all successful tosses will be gathered for a drawing. And the first ball drawn will win a pair of season tickets for next season. Join us all season long at the Accessor Thermal Center next year. Oh man, these balls are just missing. Boy, they've got a ton of them in that first section over there. And that about does it, fans. Thank you so much for your mini ball purchases all season long. And good luck to all the successful tosses. Once again, we'll have a drawing. And the first drawn ball will win season tickets for next year. Fans, please turn your attention to the video board. It's time for tonight's center collision of the game. Center collision of the game. Compliments of Tacoma Stars Nick Ferreira. That's what I'm talking about. Fans, whether you have just been in an accident and need your car repaired, have a cracked windshield, air conditioning issues, or damage to your paint, Center Collision handles it, keeps you informed, and gets the job done right. Visit centercollision.com today. A big thanks to Center Collision for sponsoring the quiz.
Well, here we go. We are back for the fourth quarter of action. Cleaning up after the ball toss there. They do such a good job of cleaning the field in such a short amount of time to get it ready for the action here. And action, I think, is what we're going to see here in the fourth quarter. We're all knotted up at 2. 15 minutes left on the clock to solve this one in regulation. And boy, it's still a must-win for Tacoma, and they haven't looked good for about 25 minutes or so of gameplay. And they're going to need to turn it around here if they want to win this one. And so San Diego controlling the ball right now. Brandon Escoto trying to keep it away from McCluskey, and McCluskey wins it back, and he's getting jersey pulled all over the place. And we're going to have a foul called against Brandon Escoto, and he can't believe that it's a foul. I don't think anybody has committed a foul tonight, if you ask them.
Anybody.
Anybody. But nevertheless, restart. Tacoma, Berto, Jertson, Cox, and McCluskey out on the field for Tacoma. Eddie Velez, Felipe Gonzalez, John Sosa, Brandon Escoto, and Luan Oliveira on the field to start the quarter for San Diego. All tied up at 2, 14-19 remaining here in regulation.
This really is the trend in the MSL tonight in the first game of the playoffs.
Tight games.
Yeah, Baltimore beat Syracuse 7-6, and Monterey and Sonora are all tied up at 4 in the third quarter.
Wow, and you mentioned that Syracuse scored 5 goals in the fourth period, but still ended up losing by 1, 7-6. Now a sliding effort by Bond trying to win it away, and he forces a giveaway, but only as far as Sosa. Now Childs with it. That's Craig. Childs and Escoto. Escoto in the corner. All the way across the field to Zé Roberto. Now Claire to Zé Roberto. Back to Sosa. Now a fake by by Escoto, and the pass to Childs, and he couldn't get the shot away cleanly, and it's blocked out of there by Tacoma. Now Jertson with it, and he loses control. I think Zay Roberto's hurt. He looked upset when he left the bench, or left the field onto the bench, and might be having some trouble with the leg. And that ball kicked up and out of there off San Diego. Restart coming up for Tacoma. Long ball to Pereira, and he heads it up out of play off the camera well. Pardo now has it. Hiram Ruiz on the field. Contreras, Tovar, long ball up, controlled by Waltman off the glass, and he's going to get things started from Tacoma's end. 12:40 remaining in the period. 2-2 is the score. Shots on goal 12 for San Diego, 11 for Tacoma. Keats now over to Hansen. Now Waltman with some space. Farber runs up to meet him. Long ball down the pitch, looking for Pereira. He and Contreras going at it, and Contreras pulls him down. And that's going to be another foul deep in the San Diego zone. That was as obvious a foul as they come.
Yeah, the only way that Contreras could be shaking his head not liking that is he wanted a foul before that.
Yeah, maybe so. So anyway, here comes the shot. Comes in low by Cox, held in by Matingo. Matingo shoots it high into the netting. Corner kick coming up for Tacoma. And the air raid sirens are going off here in the Accesso Showwear Center in beautiful downtown Kent, Washington. My name is John McGlamry, joined alongside by Brandon Sparks. The last home game of the season. Now Pereira chips the restart to McNeely. One-time volley off the back of Gonzalez. Held in by Jamail Cox. Jamail all the way back to Danny Waltman in his own end. Looking for the restart here. Jamail back to Danny. Danny with it. Looking for something. Dribbles up. Plays it long. And Pardo grabs it. Nothing Pereira can do to get there. And now it's laid off for Contreras. Contreras to Gonzalez. Long ball over to Lovegrove, headed or chested by Berto into the hands of Waltman, and a quick restart now for Tacoma. Here comes Taylor Bond. Taylor Bond double team, tries to get it across to Cox, can't find him, and now San Diego comes away with it. And San Diego gives it away. Jertson now with the steal. It's a 3-on-2. Jertson takes the shot, blocked by Pardo. Held in by Bond. Bond with a shot, the score! Taylor Bond with the rebound, puts it high up over Pardo's head, and Tacoma takes the lead back 3-2.
Just a beautiful play by Taylor Bond to stay with it. We'll have to take a look at the replay and see what happened to the defender for San Diego. He went down, and it ended up with Bond just being there in the right position, ready to fire.
It just looked like a slip to me. I mean, it looked like Bond just was in position and the defender just slipped around him.
Yeah, it was just in a good position to turn to and went the other way with it and had an open look. Nice shot.
Absolutely, and give credit to Joey Jertson. He had players on each side he could have passed to, took the shot and effectively took Pardo out of the play by forcing the save. And he was unable to recover, and Bond just shoots it high shelf. And Tacoma back on top, and boy, they needed that one. It's 3-2 with 11 minutes to play here in the fourth.
Well, they've reached that magic number against San Diego.
You think if they get one more, they might win this one, being that they've only scored the 3 all year. Now a long pass looking for McCluskey. McCluskey on his horse, heads it up, but Pardo able to get there. Oliveira with it now. Back to the Tacoma goal. He plays it back, and now Up comes Pardo with the long pass looking for Claire, and it bounces off of Claire over his head, and Tacoma tried to clear, couldn't. Oh, Ric Flair's in the building. Brandon Escoto wins the free kick on the near side. Lots of chirping going on down there. You'd expect that between these two rivals. And it looks like John Sosa is going to take the free kick here. Plays it off over to Serda. Serda in the corner. High off the glass, headed back. But nobody in the middle. And it looks like Ramon Palmer's trying to break out. It's a 1-on-3, and Palmer couldn't get there. Now held in off the top of the glass. Escoto tries to backheel it to Claire, but Ramon Palmer is right there. Now McCluskey with a pass to Jameel Cox. Jameel Cox in the corner. Bodied up by Serda, and he's taken down and a foul called on Serda. See the replay here.
That's fouls on Soccer's number 9, Cesar Serda. His fourth foul of the night.
Now some official discussion.
The fans being implored to make some noise here at the Accesso Showwear Center.
Score. Oh, sorry.
Well, the officials are, I don't know what's going on down there, but the Cox brothers not very happy. Anyway, restart coming up. Bond with a shot, quick shot, blocked out of there. Stolen by Jameel, the shot, the score! Jameel Cox takes advantage of a defensive blunder by San Diego. And now Tacoma goes back up on top by 2.
Hold your horses here.
And I don't know, this might count, this might not count. The officials still having a word.
Well, put it on the board.
Yep, put it on the board. 4-2 is the score. I saw Craig Childs talking with the official, not happy at all.
It didn't look like the Tacoma players were happy either, and so I thought maybe this official was making some kind of call, but we are going to put it on the board, and the Stars have a 4-2 lead.
And boy, Tacoma now with a 2-goal cushion. We saw how quickly that can go away, though, with 9:40 remaining in the game. Hold your horses, but boy, they are over the 3-goal hump. Now the header ball to Faber. Faber with a shot that just goes high. Held in by Ruiz. Ruiz to Childs. Childs. Back heel to Ruiz. Ruiz. Trying to get away from Lund. Can't do it. Forced back. Plays it to Contreras. Contreras now to Farber. Farber and McNeely have been going at it all night long. And this time, McNeely comes away the winner as the ball is forced all the way back to the San Diego end of the field. Now chipped in by the Tacoma defense. Waltman couldn't grab it. And there's another jersey pull by Contreras, not called. Jertson with the low shot, smothered by Pardo. It's going to be pulled back by the official, and that's going to be a blue card against Contreras. And another power play for Tacoma. And boy, Brandon, the last time Tacoma had a 2-goal lead in a power play, the wheels fell off. So let's hope that that doesn't happen again this time.
Indeed. It was an excellent penalty kill by San Diego last time. Not a good one. Not a good power play for the Stars. And you are right. It really kind of changed that second quarter. I'd expect the Stars to be a little bit better prepared for it this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And a good job by the officials to delay that penalty call. It was a clear jersey pull. Just wanting to give advantage, see where it goes, but they pull it back, and now a 2-minute power play for Tacoma. The usual suspects, Lund, Jertson, Pereira, Cox, and Cox out on the field for Tacoma. Now they can't allow San Diego to force them into the middle area of the field. They have to make penetration here with their offense. Now Pereira down low with it. Plays it back to Jertson, high on top. Jertson fakes the shot over to Lund. Lund down low to Pereira. Pereira Back to Jertson, right at the yellow. To Lund with the shot, just scuffed it. Jertson with the rebound shot, just goes wide. Pereira holds it in, he turns, and he's going to be fouled, and now no call. And San Diego comes away with that. That is unbelievable that that wasn't called, and this one is. Uh-oh, and now things are being thrown onto the field. This is not a good look. Come on, Stars fans, you're better than that. Oh, yeah, we're going to break those and throw them into the... John Sosa not liking stuff being thrown at him, and I don't blame him. No place for that. Sosa with the restart. 1:11 remaining in the power play. Ruiz back to Sosa. Tacoma needs to get this ball back. And now the ball comes to Cerda. Cerda can't get it. He had a shot, but he didn't take it. Tacoma has spent these 2 power plays with less possession than San Diego. This is unreal. Now the ball to Cerda. Cerda with a little bit of an opening. Goes back to his left foot. Blocked out of there by Pereira. 37 seconds remaining on the power play. And San Diego dominating possession on this again. This is a clinic. Now Ruiz trying to get onto his left foot, circling around. Tacoma not really even pressuring the ball though, so now Peterson finally wins the header. Pereira to Cox, Raphael, but he loses it off the boards. And now a foul's going to be called on Raphael Cox.
Now just 5 seconds left.
I mean, that's a foul. I mean, both teams probably need to be careful about dissent at this point. They need to be careful about giving up a man advantage, and now the power play is over. Now Contreras out of the box, tries to find his man there and loses it off the boards. Now Berto tried to play it to himself and can't. Held in on the far side by Sosa. Back to Pardo, and now a quick breakout by Tovar, but a good job by Keats to recover.
That was not a good power play by any means, but it was not a disastrous one either. So that's good, right?
Well, it's a step in the right direction, that's for sure. 6:10 to go in the game, 4-2 Tacoma. Lovegrove down for Tovar, chips it for Claire. Claire in the corner, bodied up by McCluskey. Lovegrove. Tovar, the shot by Zay Roberto. Foot save by Danny Waltman. And now Tacoma looking for a breakout, and there is a trip. No call there. Unbelievable. Lovegrove misses the shot and cleared out of there by Lund.
Here's the replay.
60-second timeout clock on the field, 60 seconds.
Well, I'm not sure on that one.
I'm not. I think that's a foul every way you look at it. But boy, no call.
We'll take
Lund is upset, and boy, we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break here. 5:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV.
There we go. There's a good start. I know you can kick up the energy. Someone's just going to go bananas. I can feel it. All right, we're heating up. Heating up. Somebody is going to go crazy on these bongos. I can just feel it. Don't stop. Keep going. Come on, fans. Slap those bongos. All right, she's moving and grooving while she's bongoing. I like it.
We are back to the action here Bongo Cam. Gloria Stefan, Miami Sound Machine. Bongo Cam. 4-2 is the score. 5:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's been all Tacoma in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game other than that power play. And they've come away with a 2-goal lead, and it's time to hold on for Tacoma, needing a win here to set themselves up on Saturday in San Diego. So Waltman holding it off, bleeding off some precious seconds. Long throw all over the back of Pereira. 2 Sockers take themselves out. No call there. And it's a 3-on-2, and the break goes to Farber across. And just a wasted effort by San Diego, but not able to be cleared. Matingu tried to play it off the boards, held in by Oliveira. Now Contreras. Escoto with it now. Brandon Escoto. Circling around, finds Raimundo Contreras, back to Escoto, turns, fires, blocked. And now Jamail Cox tries to get away, and it's going to be a foul against San Diego. That's going to be, I believe, on Eddie Velez. And 4:37 remaining in the fourth. Matingu with the restart now. Chips it up to Pereira. Contreras with the foot gets the ball. And Escoto comes away with it, blocked out of there by Cox. Held in by Pereira. Now Pereira can go. One back by San Diego. That's Cesar Cerda with a great defensive play, winning the ball back for San Diego. 4-2 is the score. 4:15 remaining here in the game. This is game 1 of the Pacific Division playoffs in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. San Diego getting ready for the 6th attacker. 3:52 remaining. And there's going to be a timeout on the field called by San Diego as they get prepared for the 6th attacker. We will take a quick break here. We'll be right back for the final 3 minutes and 49 seconds from the Accesso Showwear Center. You're watching Tacoma Stars Soccer on MASL TV.
Last dance cam of the season. I want to see those moves. There's a good start. Break it down. There you go.
Back to the action here. I was mesmerized by dance cam there. We've got 3:42 remaining in the game. It's John Sosa in as the 6th attacker for San Diego. Gonzalez, Oliveira, Claire, Childs, and Escoto also joining him on the field for San Diego. It's time to hold on. If you're the Stars, the 4-2 lead. Oliveira to Childs. Childs with a shot off the boards. It was more of a pass. One out of there by Palmer, and he clears it all the way down to the yellow line, and Gonzalez forced to chase. 3:05 remaining in the game. Tacoma trying to exercise some demons here as San Diego's had their number all year long, and a foul is going to be called. So Gonzalez over to Sosa. Gonzalez down low, played across. Oliveira blocked out of there by Berto. Sosa with the shot, saved by Waltman. Now a long lead out. Can Cox get there? Raphael with a shot and the score! Raphael Cox puts this game on ice as Tacoma takes a 3-goal lead with 2:38 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That was a beautiful feed by Danny Waltman, and Jamel Cox just using his speed. I didn't think that Sosa really got back into position as quickly as he should have. He kind of was taking his time, and it bit him.
Absolutely.
I thought for sure he was going to be able to get back in his goal mouth, but
And he just got beat to the ball by Cox, and it's a beautifully placed shot right into the middle of the goal by Raphael Cox. And with 2:30 to go in the game, Tacoma is looking very good right now.
it wasn't so much the Sosa. He knew he was beat, and so he kind of held up.
So now Sosa, Childs shoots it high into the net. Craig Childs, he has a goal tonight, but that's about it.
Yeah, been fairly quiet generally.
So Jertson's going to chase it back. Escoto comes to meet him, plays it off the boards. Waltman now finds Keats. Keats down the boards finds McNeely. McNeely tries to get there. Can't get it away before Sosa gets there, and San Diego recovers. Back to Sosa. Sosa plays it up the middle, finds Oliveira. Oliveira to Sosa. Sosa down low. The leave off. Gonzalez shot blocked by McNeely. McNeely fired up after that block. And now he's getting into it. And maybe need to separate him a little bit. McNeely, the former soccer himself, giving it to his former team there. And there's another push by Sosa now, and Sosa's going to get the blue card.
That was absolutely silly.
That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now the soccer players are still going at it.
Oh!
Contreras is now getting into it. And good on Danny Waltman keeping the guys on the bench. But San Diego just melting down right now. And we'll see how this all plays out. I have to imagine that Contreras is going to get ejected from this game.
Yeah, because there are too many guys on the field now. Contreras actually comes off the bench, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and they're still getting into it with the referees.
I mean, that's like coming into a fight.
Yeah, that's
leaving the bench and coming into a fight.
just silly. I mean, let's be honest. Evan McNeely was excited, and he was showing his emotion. Maybe he got a little bit out of hand. But that doesn't explain the San Diego players losing their heads like this. So 1:40 remaining in the game. We're still trying to sort this out. 5-2 is the score. And at this point, San Diego's got to be careful because you're going to be looking at suspensions possibly.
We have multiple cards issued on the play. We'll announce the names as soon as possible.
So at a minimum, Sosa and Contreras are both going to get, at a minimum, blue cards. The officials are still talking this one over. Meanwhile, 1:40 remaining in the game. 5-2 is the score. Tacoma on top in game one of the Pacific Division playoffs of the Ron Newman Cup, and Tacoma, having missed out on the playoffs last year, have really shown up defensively tonight, holding San Diego to 2 goals while putting up 5 themselves. So a good start to these playoffs for Tacoma. Well, we've got some time. I'd like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. And we'll see the replay here. There's the replay. So there's Sosa comes in with the push. He gets the red or the blue card. McNeely chases him down. He gets pulled away. And have to admit, we neglected to bring this up sooner, but tonight is going to be the first look we've had all season on video replay, a new addition here to the MASL, starting with the playoffs. And the 3 specific situations where video replay is permissible is a goal, no goal situation, a possible direct red card situation, or a major rule error. And I think we're looking at version number 2 right now.
Take a look at some scores around the league. Of course, earlier tonight on the East Coast, the Baltimore Blast knock off the Syracuse Silver Knights 7-6. That game was not close until the 4th quarter when Syracuse scored 5 goals, but just a 1-goal win for Baltimore eventually. And then in, let's see, they are in Hermosillo. Sonora trails Monterey at the end of the 3rd period, 6-5. So 4th quarter just barely started there. And that's a low-scoring game.
Absolutely.
In Hermosillo between these teams. Looks like we're getting a ruling now. And still don't seem to have a definitive answer yet.
Craig Childs is really getting into it with John Snyder down there. Not happy one bit.
Got Sosa heading to the bench area. What that means.
So a red card was issued.
Oh, to McNeely as well?
To McNeely. Wow, this is unbelievable. Okay, so a red card, obviously a red card issued to Raimundo Contreras. That we know.
Attention please, a red card has been issued to San Diego Soccer's number 3, Raimundo Contreras. He's been ejected from tonight's game.
I mean, he basically came off the bench.
Yeah.
There were 7 players on the field at that point with him coming off, so that just makes sense.
Yeah, but the initial foul was a blue card against Sosa, and they haven't announced that yet. But they're coming back over to the San Diego bench now. We'll see what happens here.
Finally, the officials going over to the benches to discuss and
Once again, with a minute 40 remaining in the second half, red card issued to San Diego Soccer's number 3, Raimundo Contreras.
So I don't understand how Sosa doesn't get the blue card that they called on
yeah,
him.
I don't either.
That's
'Cause
unbelievable.
They're still
to me.
trying to sort this out. We may be here a little while,
Yeah,
John.
maybe so.
And there's still quite the discussion between everybody.
Yep.
Well, John, it's been a great season.
Absolutely, it has,
It has been a lot of fun this year. And saw some so-so games here at home, but saw some really good ones.
Oh, it started out excellent
yeah,
with
the
the Mixon
season's-
bicycle kick.
Yep. The Saturday game against Sonora was maybe a low point in the season. It was a tough one here, a home game. They came back and really put on a show the next night, though.
Yep.
On that two-game series here at home, and it's been a really entertaining season. And I like the direction, bringing in some new players, and as much as we love relying on the local talent, it's been fun to see new guys come in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially look at Philip Lund. What an acquisition he was. Nick Pereira has been nothing short of miraculous since he came here. Taylor Bond maybe didn't get his feet under him midway through the season, but with the nice goal tonight, he's been consistent if nothing else.
Yeah, we'll have to see who returns next season too. It's it'll a lot of turnover in the MASL generally, and we'll see what happens. This is
The length of time here is borderline ridiculous as they're trying to figure this out. There is a San Diego player, I think it's Matt Clare in the penalty box, so Childs comes off. So they do keep the blue card.
I don't know what the rule is, but generally if the goalkeeper gets a blue card, does he not?
Somebody else.
And
would
that
take
was
a
Sosa
spot,
at
yeah.
the moment.
San Diego Soccer serving the 2-minute penalty. Number 99, Matt Clare.
So I guess after all that, we get a red card against Contreras and a blue card to San Diego, with Matt Clare serving it.
And San Diego has 5 players on the field, 5 field players and Pardo on the field.
McNeely seems to have come away unscathed, with I think is one of the things that upsets San Diego the most.
I think you're absolutely right there. The crowd sees that there's 6 players on the field. The best part is, though, is that after the blue card and the red card, San Diego gets the free kick.
I think they've finally got. Hey!
And we're
back
underway. The shot
underway.
saved by Waltman. That shot there by Eddie Velez, cleared out by Tacoma. Now here comes Sosa, who somehow stays in the game even though he had a blue card called on him.
Yeah, but now he's a field player.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, Pardo to Sosa. Sosa to Velez. Eddie Velez, bodied up by Matingu. Sosa plays it down low. Velez back to Sosa. 1:10 remaining in the game. 5-2 Tacoma. Pardo with it. Sosa.
60 seconds remaining. 60 seconds.
In the middle. Cleared out. Now Tacoma. Jertson has it. Jertson back to Waltman. Berto to Waltman. Waltman just killing some time. Kicks it down the field. McCluskey gives chase. Can't win it back. 35 seconds remaining in this game. Tacoma is going to come out of here with a win and go up 1-0 in this playoff series as the header goes wide, held in by Oliveira. Back to Sosa. Sosa down low, back to Oliveira. Oliveira gets around, left-footed shot, saved by Waltman. Cleared out by Matingu, held in by Pardo. As we go to 5, Pardo, 3, 2, 1, and that is going to do it tonight. Tacoma is going to leave the fine confines of the Accesso Showwear Center on a good note, as as they win 5-2 over the Tacomas, or over the San Diego Sockers, in a much-needed win tonight.
And it was a wild last quarter of play, and it got very confusing.
Yeah.
But in the end, the Tacoma Stars hang on, and it was a fantastic game.
Absolutely. Tonight, goal scorers for Tacoma: Philip Lund, Ramon Palmer, Jamail Cox, Taylor Bond, and Nick Pereira, all with 1 goal apiece for Tacoma. And boy, what a win for Tacoma. That could have gone many different directions there in the fourth quarter. And Tacoma dug deep, came out with the win. We'll see. We head down to San Diego on Saturday at the Valley View Casino Center for game number 2. And if San Diego wins that one, then we go to a mini game following the action on Saturday night. And boy, Tacoma just comes away with a big win, and we're going to send it down to the field with Jeff Husted standing by with San Diego's head coach.
Stars fans, don't forget, tonight's game-worn jerseys weren't available for purchase. If you won one of tonight's jerseys or won multiple jerseys, head to the concourse and pay for that jersey right now. That jersey is yours. We'll get in touch on how we're going to get that jersey to you. Once again, if you purchased a jersey tonight, you won the auction. Head to the concourse and pay for your worn jersey. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your support. Fans, don't forget, we are taking deposits. Taking deposits for season tickets for the 2018-19 Tacoma Stars season. Happening right here at the Accesso Showwear Center. You can purchase your deposits at TacomaStars.com. Once again, season ticket deposits are being taken right now for the 2018-19 Tacoma Stars season. Stars fans, let's head down to the field where Jeff Husted is standing by with the MASL. Jeff, what you got?
All right, thanks. I'm here with San Diego Sockers coach Phil Salvaggio. Phil, it was a tough, tight game right there until the very end. Go now to San Diego. What kind of changes are we going to see from your squad?
Not much. I expect them to do the same thing. They were hungry tonight, and they did a better job than we did.
All right. This game is always a tough rivalry. It got very heated there at the end. How do you keep your guys calm and ready to move on to the next game?
Well, my guys are a bunch of midgets, so it's hard to do.
All right. Thank you very much. Throwing it back to you.
So that was Jeff Husted with the head coach of the San Diego Sockers. And yeah, that was, like you said, very heated there at the end. And at the end of the day, the Stars are going to head down to San Diego with the advantage. And boy, if they can pull off a miracle on Saturday, and maybe not a miracle, they won tonight. But they'll be heading down to Mexico to take on the winner of the Soles de Sonora and Monterey Flash series.
Yeah, and that will be, that's quite the trip, having to go to Mexico for the next round. It is just a one-game playoff at that point, and so you got to really make it work down there. And still waiting for one more interview with the Tacoma Stars player. Jeff will take it away.
Well, I've got Danny Waltman here, winning goalkeeper from the Tacoma Stars. Danny, what are your thoughts after this game?
I just want to say thanks to everybody who supported us all 3 years. You've been the best fans around, and we love playing for you, and we want to build this thing, the biggest sporting event in Washington, and we just want to say that we love you, and that was for you guys. You guys have been there from the start, so thank you for all your support. Appreciate it.
There was an article today on MASLsoccer.com about the underdogs. You guys were one of those listed as the underdogs, but you came out, you jumped out to a 2-goal lead, you held on tight, and then you pulled it open at the end. What's the key for you guys?
I think we just had a a pretty good game from most of our guys tonight, and we're a good team. We know it. I mean, the underdogs absolutely in this series. San Diego's a great team, and we're gonna have to bring our best game if we even want to have a chance. And it was pretty close to that tonight. These guys were awesome, so just can't say enough about our team. Love you, man. Yeah.
All right, so now you take the series out to San Diego. How do you bottle this up and bring it back out down in California?
Man, just a tough game, but we got to just keep it going and try to get a nice rhythm early. Try to get a good possession rhythm, maybe get a couple goals. That'd be a dream, but yeah, we're in for a fight down there, absolutely, as you saw at the end.
All right, Tacoma Stars get the win tonight. We head to Game 2 in San Diego. Danny Waltman, I'm Jeff Husted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.
So Jeff Husted, I wish they would have left the dance cam up there and had him do a little dance, but that will wrap it up for us tonight. John McGlamory, we finished the season here at the ShoWare Center, and thanks for being here this year, and it's been a lot of fun.